Because side note, fuck that, no more monsters. See that guy, yo, that was an imposter, a clone, an echo clone. Killed him and stuffed him in the back of a shack behind my home. No more monsters, no more monsters, no more monsters, no more monsters, more monsters, no more monsters, no more monsters, 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 monsters.
Hey there, it's your Goulet, and I'm here to tell you about some merch that dropped in the Midnight Hour store that you should probably check on out. We have a variety of Midnight Hour logo shirts and hoodies for you. Best time of year, fall is coming upon us, and you're going to want to get all cozy in your new Midnight Hour hoodie and ready to fook, because you know I am. We have a Habs Harris shirt, Mr. Bones flipping you the bird, KC Kaiju. He spent all his fucking money on That's My Boy DVDs, so please buy a shirt. Jennifer Tochi out of nowhere, busting out that bell pepper out of nowhere. Am I right? Oh hey, there's me, a Limonia Demonia shirt. I love that for me, and so should you. Ice Lord's Ninth Circle. I'm freezing my nips up in there. It's so icy. No more monsters. Let me find out. Have Cheetah will view, fast as fuck boy. The Queen herself, May Ann Cinderella. She's coming for your Chucky merch, Chuck. Midnight Hour boobs, classic. Midnight Hour sports bra, cause you don't want them titties flopping around when you're jogging. Bicycle shorts to accentuate that derriere. And we have our Midnight Hour supporting peeps. Papmaster, Lady J Ghoul, Hey Chuck what the fuck, Sean 420, Only Nans, 14 inches. And we also have a variety of baseball caps and beanies if you're nasty. So come on down to the Midnight Hour Army merch store and grab you up something fancy. Boglins. Ooh.
Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. And the new Karate Kid was not awesome. It was a piece of shit. It is fucking false advertisement. And the studio and everybody who promoted it should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Actually, they should be taken to court for false advertisement. They lied to people. When the studio and everybody decided to promote that movie, they promoted it as we're going to see Jackie Chan, his character from Karate, the previous Karate Kid movie, and Ralph Macchio has whatever his character's name was. We're going to see them. You waited an hour before you saw really anything. So, false advertisement, lies, lies, lies. So I got it. So it is a piece of shit movie. And if anybody wants to waste their money on a lie, go ahead and see it. But if you are smart, don't go see it. Wait for it to end up somewhere where you can watch it for free and tell the studio to suck your left testicle and make your white one jealous. Yes, Trauma Week is in a few weeks. Remember, it is 7 movies either produced by or distributed by Trauma. Um, First time reviews. Can't have previously reviewed the movies before. Um, and also, if someone picks the same movie as you, don't get upset. And review the movie. Don't sit there and talk about other movies that are not attached to Trauma, because this is, don't promote other movies and the anniversaries that are not attached to Trauma. I don't get into the John Wick stuff. Keanu Reeves is Keanu Reeves. But see who else shows up, because I got a little bit of a haul. A little bit of a haul. I should get these movies in order so I can have them. Blu-rays go last. DVDs go first. I gotta look up something. Hopefully this has LeVar Burton in it. because of LeVar Burton. Like I said, we're gonna wait to see who else shows up. Look at my social media. I've been sending out Facebook requests, but I am very, very picky about who I will friend on Facebook. Actually, it's pretty much family only, with only a few non-family members, uh, and maybe only a couple YouTubers. But that's about it. I'm not gonna do anyone else from YouTube. It's gonna stick mainly to family. So I don't want to get messages about things I don't care about, or people mass tagging me and shit that I don't care about. I already deal with that on uh, um, YouTube, because when I have to hear about Dark Side of the Ring and Vice can suck my left testicle and make right one jealous, because I don't give a fucking rat's ass about that joke that is Vice and Dark Side of the Ring. Yes, and the getting a lot of shit about that. They've also let Valhalla go, who was out on maternity leave when they got rid of her. They, it was the Miz they're talking about Kalito, and they were trying to reach a deal with World Wrestling Council, the promotion down in Puerto Rico. Yet they let one of the owners of that company is Kalito's dad, and they let him go. So, and I understand that they got a few others contracts coming up. I think someone said, who else's contracts? They say, okay, WWE contract. Wrong. I know that Karrion Kross's contract is ending. So let's see who else's contract. Let's see. Kilo. Karrion Kross's contract's coming up. He's in contract year, and I think let's see. WWE. I think there's a major WWE, there's a luchador. Yeah, Dragon Lee's contract's coming up. So supposedly, some people said it was Triple H that was letting All Truth go, but apparently that was dipshit Nick Khan's move. And he needs to sign Cross to a new contract. Give Truth a Legends contract. Cleto wasn't getting used good, so it's no big upset there. Talking about the Miz. Miz has been a joke for a long time. He went from being a guy who couldn't remember phone numbers to being a chick magnet to being a main eventer to putting other acts over. What he did the stuff with the Wyatt Six, and he's done nothing but basically be the hype man for Carmelo Hayes, who doesn't need a hype man. I mean, if you can have somebody, give him someone other than the Miz, because odds on the Miz is going to turn against them. So this all turned out to be not that cool. So, but still, to release Valhalla when she was out on maternity, should release her husband too. The Viking Raiders look like shit. I watched that match with New Day when they dropped the titles. They look like shit, both of them. I'm gonna need to shave a bit. Like I said, just waiting to see if anyone else shows up. Oh, hello, hello, hello. My kind of Fantastic Four. A bit nipply there. Slight camel toe also. Oh, nice ass. Wow, isn't that something? Owen Hart passed away on May 23rd, 1999. Hannah Camara took her own life May 23rd, 2020. Well, let's go ahead and do this anyways to show off a little bit of what I picked up. Give me a little minute. I gotta do a little rearranging here. That. Ah, minute. I have Butterfingers. I still have one on the way that is actually um, documentary on horror hosts that were in Virginia and Washington D.C. And one of the guys they talk about is Dr. Madblood, who I used to watch when I lived in Virginia. He was the first real horror host you could say I watched. So, there. Anyways, I was at Dollar Tree. They had some movies, nothing really good. Wasn't gonna pick anything up until I saw a name that rang a bell. This show, this is going on since 1983. I don't know if it's still on. This debuted in 1983, and like a lot of kids back in the day, I watched them. So looking forward is we get to see LeVar Burton in this and hear that song because definitely I got a reading rainbow. This is one I used to have, but my copy disappeared, so I had to replace it. This has got Scott C. Rowe and Michael Ferguson. Amityville Uprising. It's a zombie one. And I can't remember if I reviewed this one or not. Here we go. Watch out, sugar. You know, Trauma Week's coming up, and I picked up this one, which was at one point distributed by Trauma. Because remember, it could be a Trauma produced movie or a Trauma distributed movie, and this is one that was distributed from them. The 1981 slasher Graduation Day, which features the late Christopher George, the legendary Lumina Quigley, and Vienna White, who the year after this came out, she started on Saturday Night Live. This is what I saw, I believe. When did this come out? Yeah, I saw this back in the late 90s and found it on sale, so I thought, I have to add it to my collection. Sergeant Kabuki Man. Yeah, this is an awesome one. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. Another one that I'm happy to have in my collection. It's another classic. What year did this one come out? It's the Napsis Films, 1988. Maniac Cop with Bruce Campbell and Tom Atkins. Got some others in it. See, Tom Atkins, Bruce Campbell, Richard Roundtree, William Smith, and Robert Z. Barr. That's Shire North. He's the undead maniac cop. This is one I finally broke down and got. This is the combo set, double feature set from Scream, TerrorVision, and Video Dead. Now, I only wanted that. I don't like TerraVision. I was hoping they would have them on two separate discs, but unfortunately, no. While there is two discs, one's DVD and one's Blu-ray. Damn. Do not like TerraVision, but I really wanted a copy of Video Dead. Can someone release Video Dead by itself at a reasonable price? $10, $15, and discontinue the crappy shit like TerraVision, which is a sucky ass movie. This is another 1980s classic. What year did this come out? 81. Same year as uh, Graduation Day. This is one of the ones I originally rented on VHS at Hollywood Video. Don't go in the woods alone. This is definitely it's a bit of a. I recall it being a bit of a gore fest. It's got some pretty cool kills in here. It's a cool movie. And I got something from Hammer 10 bucks. So let's say, what did I order from Hammer 10 bucks? Oh. Break the package in half. It's not breaking it in half. Oh, there we go. It's almost broken in half. Look, I got a duck bill. Hey. Come back here. Stepped on something with my big toe, so my big toe's sore. The usual order form, and then pop titles that may interest you. Look at that in a bit. But what did I order from Hammer 10 bucks? Blood, Court of them. The dead rise, only the immune survive. It's like a zombie virus breaks out, but some indigenous people, Indians from Indians all seem to be immune to the virus. Zombies will attack them, but they're immune to the virus. Hey, Erica. I've seen it before. It's a pretty cool movie. It's come to find out there's another movie I got to get the name of that follows the same story. Yeah, Erica, you're late by 20 years. We've been here for 20 years. Anyways, I'm showing some of the movies I got. I'm showing the last two. This is another cool one. Dread. They should have give us a sequel with Judge Death. Hood, even on set, Kyle Urban was completely in character. Wouldn't break it. Even if someone said something funny, he would stay in character. Here's another 80s classic. What year did this come out? I guess it says Scorpion releasing, but it's a canon film. 1986, Delta Force. This movie has a hell of a cast. You see Chuck Norris and Lee Marvin, but you also have let's see, Kim Delaney, Robin Foster, George Kennedy, Boris Stevenson, Shelley Winters, Robert Vaughn. It's a good one. I want to say this is canon. Look at the back. It says Metro Golden. I thought this was canon. I thought Delta Force. I could have swore Delta Force is one of the canon ones. Let me see. Might be because it's got Maham Golan. I thought that he was one of the guys from canon. Okay, now you're being a douchebag. Sorry. Fighting it here. Yeah, I was looking. Someone gave my mom some old pictures. Came across a picture of my late Uncle Al. My mom's uncle, my late great Uncle Al. I realized he must be where I got the idea from a long goatee, because he had a long, bushy goatee that looks pretty cool, and he didn't reach that level of status. God, I could have swore. Golden Globus production. Yeah, distributed by Canon. Canon Films rule. But I always like this. Okay, I gotta put something on the back of this. They give you this little thing, like movies you might be interested in. So let's look at some of the movies. Some popular movies that may interest me. Might be a little loud. I got my AC and fan going, trying to get some cool air. The Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid. Uh, Old Western. I like westerns, but that one doesn't sound interesting. Ned Kelly. Uh, Newer Western, somewhat, because it's got Orlando Bloom and Naomi Watts in it. Brighton Beach Memories. A baseball related thing. Nope. Dirty Harry. I'd rather get those on Blu ray than DVD. Catch-O Nine Tails, $12.95. Blind Puzzle Maker. Franco and intrepid reporter Carlo try to solve a series of murders connected to a pharmaceutical company's secret experiments, becoming targets of the killer themselves. A blind puzzle maker. Okay. Law and Order is another Western, but that one's got Ronald Reagan in it. Some Kind of Wonderful. The Boxer, Inherit the Wind. Pretty in Pink. That's yeah, what's his name? One of his films. A Rat Pack movie. Wally's Wonderland, already have it. Wolf Cop, Wolf Pack, 2 film collection, already have it. Star Flight 1. I think it's a sci-fi disaster film. Ah, hello, Michelle. Let's see. Boarding Gate, Major Dundee, Fargo. None of these movies, but two, Wally's Wonderland and Wolf Cop, Wolf Pack, look interesting, and I already have them. And look, I can summon some deadites. Let's see. Should we summon some deadites? Uh, Anybody know how to read these symbols? You can summon some deadites. Ooh. See, we can summon some deadites if we can just read all this writing. Yes, read that. Join us. Join us. Join us. We could summon some undead creatures. Oop, can't show that picture. That's got boobies. Some cool artwork in there. More boobies. I don't even know what that is. Boobas. Boobas. Yes, we can summon some deadites. Some deadites. Been so busy. Been working on Trouble Week. I got 3 videos for Trouble Week and the month done. I gotta do 4 more. I might do a few for my zombie channel. I think I found like maybe 5, maybe 6 possible trauma produced or distributed zombie movies. One's questionable about whether or not it's a zombie. One I've already reviewed, which is Curse of the Screaming Dead / Curse of the Cannibal Confederates. And my whole no re-reviews that takes that out. I was able to get digital copies of Day of the Dead, the TV show. I might do some shorts. I might watch that and do shorts. Given my example, I mean, I didn't last too long during the last time I watched it. I had to tap out because it was so horrendous. It's such a terrible, terrible um, show. But I might try again to do it. Also, yes, psoriasis is breaking out, but they put me on some med that med that helps that scabs go away. You can see I was picking at it and ended up bleeding. So no, itching like crazy. Gotta put more of my ointments and stuff on. They're trying to get me on a Humana type med that will prevent me because I go like once a week to get my treatment, keep my psoriasis in check. But it's breaking out because that the medicine I am on can affect your liver, and my liver enzymes are up. So they had to lower my meds. My liver stuff's okay, but this new one will make it so that I don't have to go in once a week. I can just stay at home and just stab myself. Just stab myself, and that should treat it. God, all these movies to enter into the database. I was telling I've told a couple of people about this, and then Amazon wanted like $9 for this. Hamilton wanted what, $5 for this? I was like, I'll pick it up. Good old Hamilton. Now, if you just get the rock and roll trick or treat one cheaper, let's see let's take a look. You see at Hamilton. Hamilton. Let's see. The last chance. Last chance. Let's see. There we go. We got last chance. Let's see. Treachery on 10th Street. Creedence Clearwater Revival. I have a word stock. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like myself some Creedence. A lot of books. Gosh, I'm running scared. Yeah, yeah. I'm running scared. It's running scared. Got Ken Warhol Sean Saxon and Judge Red Reichard. Chase, played by Ken Hall, and Leroy by Judge Red had two fun-loving servicemen who leave Panama as stowaways in a military cargo plane flying for the States. With one careless move on the plane, the duo is mistaken for a pair of communist spies, resulting in now that doesn't look remotely interesting to me. Let's see. So, I mean, Delta Force. I paid $3.95. Damn, saved a lot because that's normally $40. I only paid $4. Damn, hell yeah. Jane and the Lost City. Jane, played by Kristen Hughes, and a companion, Jungle Jack Buck, played by Sam Jones, travel with a team of British adventurers to Africa and the mythical Lost City. The mission is to find, sorry, itchy. Mission is to find the fortunate diamonds before they fall into the hands of the, you know what, then by, okay. Sam Jones, isn't that Flash Gordon? I remember that movie. The Craft, Legacy, Death Hunt, Valentine, The Dark Avengers was Death Hunt. When traveling to a weekend retreat, a land developer and his mistress are taken hostage by a group of men. They must fight for survival as they are let loose and hunted for sport. Centurion, Sleaze Artist, Cinema in the Margins of Taste, Dion Politics, The Huntman's Bodyguard, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, Iron Master, God damn. Exile Tribesman, Voldu, George Eastman discovers how the fashion weapons out of iron is before the new tribe survivor. But when the new leader of his former tribe, Sam Pasco, knows how to create iron, each ignites a battle to death. I think I saw a review of this at one point. Comfortable. Getting old. Getting hard to move around at times. I like Xena. That was a better show. No Snow. Phantom of the Opera. Hunters. Serial Killers of Mexico. Blade Runner 2025. 8 versus Monster. Who distributed this? Asylum. I'm not sure. I might actually have that one already. I have a few Asylums, but not enough to do a video. Sick Nurses I have. It's a pretty cool movie. So you know what? Let's break this down and look at just the DVDs. It'll be easier. This is a Sick Nurses is a trippy movie. Antiviral. Surrender. I think this is this like I believe the whatever that sci-fi show was that Josh Whedon did. I think I could be wrong. I think that's the movie, theatrical movie. Does have all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. Argento's Dracula. Shinobi Girl. See myself getting these two. Shit to load. Robocop series pilot episode. Images load. There we go. Top Gunner. Danger Zone. Then an Asylum one. Yeah, Screams Asylum. I have the original. Fire NATO, I'll probably have seen it. In game. What's in game about? Radiation ravaged future. Underground society mutants will. Mutant rebels will attempt to overthrow the tyrannical government by infiltrating the TV sport in which humans are hunted as prey. Stars Al Cleveland. That could be kind of an interesting one to watch. Seen this, kind of a cool movie. Already own a copy of this on Blu-ray. This was okay. The later one they did was much better. Have this already, I think. Used to have it. Fear Farm. That's a good price, $195. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. I'd have to order again from there if they're gonna have hardcore homecoming. I didn't even think they carried wrestling. Some kind. Oh, Richard Pryor, like him. That British comic company, 2000 AD, or the title. Is that the one that Judge? Yeah, Judge Dredd was part of. Brewster's Millions. Lito's Way. No one heard the scream. C is for cookie, is good enough for me. I, yeah, I've seen this. The National Lampoon movies. I somewhat enjoyed them. I'd watch them, but I would never own them. Let's see. Blades of the Immortal. I have all of the Has Fallen movies on Blu-ray. I believe they're going to be releasing one more. It's a TV show. They have some. Have this already. Have it. Sporticus. Treasure Island. The Mark Griffin Show. The Gate. I think I have the Gate. Do I have that one? Yeah, I have this one on Blu-ray. I think mine. It's the Walmart one that came as a slipcover. Used to have all of these, but some of them got stolen. Screams Asylum. But it's probably it's Wild Eye. It's not a bad price for a Wild Eye either. Bad price at all for Wild Eye. Super Vixens 7. I haven't even seen the Super Vixens 1. Oh god, I'm missing out if I haven't seen Super Vixens 1. Monster Force Zero. God, do I even want to know? It's a Wild Eye, so that gets a pass. Jack and Hyde. Oh, another one. Oh, they got some Wild Eyes here. Halfway Horror House. Stephen King's Thinner. Treacherous. Is this Wild Eye also? Oh no, it's an MVD visual. Dennis Miller, I used to be somewhat of a fan of his. Not much, but I did like a little bit of his stuff. Dead by Midnight, R2 Kill. Indicon. Why does that sound familiar? I think I might have seen it. I'm not sure. All these see the trailer. Head of the family. Full moon. Full moon. Hard to spell. Zahana is heartbroken after the husband leaves her. Desperate, she tampers with the forces of her reality by employing sinister magic to bring him back to arms. Sure enough, he returns, but his love is twisted something far more obsessive and frightening. Okay, could be interesting. ITN. ITN. This is the CGI one. Cavett? Everett? All LG, a lone drifter suffering from partial memory loss, accepts a job to look after a psychologically troubled woman in an abandoned house on an isolated moment. Interesting. This is the one I just had. I just got, but on Blu-ray. Let's see what Swim is. Asylum. All I need to do is see that word. Asylum. I remember this one, but I haven't seen it. I remember Gene Wilder. Entertaining guy, talented guy. I think I might have this on Blu-ray. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have this one or not. It's Wild Eye. I have to pull out the list and look at the list. Studiorama. Oh yeah, Cats. I saw the first Cats and Dogs in the theater. I used to have this. Okay. What five iconic films of the '80s do we have? Let's see. Crocodile Dundee, enjoyed it. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, enjoyed it. Harlem Nights, don't really recall it. The Naked Gun, enjoyed it. Really only enjoyed Crocodile Dundee and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Should have known they had Ferris on it because you got Matthew Broderick there. Tonight she what? Oh, so I can take it the right way. After Go goes missing, two of her friends and a mysterious set of strangers will find themselves drawn to a cabin in the woods where she disappeared. They would laugh, they would drink, they would kiss, but they would enjoy each other's blood. Ooh, my. Ooh, no wonder she comes that night. Or a group of friends travel to an isolated area of Hawaii for fun and adventurous getaway. While camping on the island wilderness, the fun comes to a halt when a mysterious meteorite crashes near the campsite. One by one, the orb enters its victims, turning the group into mindless killers. Okay, interesting. I have all of these, I believe. Oh, is it? I think I have all of these. Doll Graveyard. I should have known Doll. You know, Full Moon. They like the puppets, the little dolls. Way too much. Paul McCarthy is really dead. I need to watch this. Actually, I need to get a copy of this on Blu-ray because I have Bad CGI Sharks. You can go right with it. Demonic Toys. Jack Attack. Full Moon. Blood and Snow. The Pumpkin Man. Cromwell is a town whose history is intertwined with that of a local legend. Pumpkin Man. People don't believe the tales, but when Catherine discovers the missing piece of the legend, she and her friends come face to face with the demon of fall. Okay, interesting. I think I've seen this one, or at least a trailer for it. My mom loves Betty Boop. The Betty Boop fan. Right down line. When Corby Lane's SUV stalls in the desert, the brutal elements of the Lisa for troubles A herd of the undead is closing in around her, and the only person who can help her is Max, a emergency call service rep trapped in his office by the zombie apocalypse. Okay. I'll add these to my list later. Go back and look at my list and see what ones look interesting. Door to Door Maniac. Ginger Dead. Doris. Let's see what this is about Doris. SRS. The loss of a young girl, the loss of a young girl, the family devastated. A remote house in the quiet English countryside of Essex. Each affected family member deals with much pain and loss differently. Okay. Teddy Scare. I think I've heard about this one. So I gotta keep looking back because it doesn't let me see the chat. Live or let die. Redemption. Phantasmagoria. Kinamon. Someone did a review of that last year, I think. Sorry, people. I'm gonna put you next little tree. It's a nice little tree. Nice little sky and a nice landscape. Nano Shark. Oh god, who the hell came up with uh, SRS? Amityville Backpack. SRS. Swear Amityville. Buried, the 1982 Alpine Meadow Avalanche. There'll be a few in here that I can see myself being interested in. Ah, the Bigfoot Exorcist. Oh god, who did this one? Wild Eye. I think Wild Eye's in here. Tabaman. Usually, I don't know. I might have this as part of. I have a one that has like 3 different movies like this on it. I don't know if that's on there or not. Mother Mortis. Bring her to me. Mega Creep Show. The People's Joker. Forest Hills. Killing Time. The Maker of Monsters. Let's Blu-ray is gonna have to be much less. So we got a Blu-rays. I already have this. No, I think I have this on Blu-ray. I'm not sure. On a DVD, not sure. Actually, I did enjoy this show. I already have it. Forrest Whitaker, awesome actor. I want Conan the Barbarian because I like Conan the Barbarian more than Conan the Destroyer. Spider Labyrinth. Dinosaur World. Who does this? The Shout Factory. Like the selection. DOS. Oh, what is this? A man. Warning, scenes of graphic violence. When a man is killed by a drunk driver, his son wants revenge. It's also a battle that will continue for years. The fierce pioneer, the party splatter tribute, as done by its director. London, Germany. Bond, Germany. I am immortal. No tears for the dead. Blood, the Chucky. Legend of Oz, Dorothy's return. She is Conan. Got 2 ends, so that they can't probably get in trouble for that. Deadlines. Severe injuries. Zombie Christ. Black Mass. I think I've seen that. Really? Titanic the musical? Sick freaks. Sequel, Cruel Summer 2. Sega. Ooh, I guess I was liking that one. Sega guy. Cocaine Werewolf. The Driver. Not really much of a werewolf fan. More of a zombie guy. In the Line of Duty 4. Hell's Trap. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Watch documentary about the video store boom of the 80s and 90s. I'll think about Stephen King movies. Intrepid Punks, Vengeance of the Punks. Okay, looks like something I would watch. Scalper. Benji off the leash. Bator and Bringo to me. I already have this. Hunter, kill her. Karachi bullfighter, Karachi bear fighter. Blood cult. Dream time in the Line of Duty. I thought I'd make it a short stream. I gotta get some rest. Got a few things I gotta do tomorrow, and then I got some stuff. Friday I gotta do, and then Saturday. So I gotta rest mainly. I got a few things I gotta do tomorrow, and then rest on Friday. Some other things I gotta do tomorrow and Friday. And Saturday it's spending time with my cousin and my mom. They want to do some stuff. I gotta enter all these in the database. In fact, let's see if I can do that. Let me see if I can open that and show that off. Is there a way to do that? Window there. It's kind of cool if I can do this and show you guys this. All right, let me see something. Damn, I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Guys, make sure this is being seen. There we go. This is a peek at my collection. Now I know it looks like I have 432, but actually I did a header. So I have my movie title. So let me go back. So I think I have close to the 470, 420 something. Got the key. Blue means Blu-ray. This brown, copper color is DVD, and the green haven't seen. So what I do down here, this is me giving you guys a tease of how I do it. So I have, let's see, which one am I going to enter? Let's see. don't go in the words. Make sure I can see everything. Okay, so what I'll do down here. Oh, spell alone right. Then type in the distributor, which is Vinegar. Since I've typed that before, it will bring it up. Hey, Bones, I'm just showing how I do my movies. And I have less than 430 movies because I have a header and stuff. But I'll do that anyways. I'm showing how I do this. And this is 1981 horror. Save. Then what I'll do is I go over here. I got to find the blue. Now I have seen this, but it's been some 25 years since I've watched this movie. So I'll go ahead and I'll add the green anyways, even though I've seen it. And then I'll repeat that process until all of these and all the other ones which are entered are done. So like, and you can see everyone, I do go up to my keys. So I have my movie title, distributor, the year, and the type. So, Plaga Zombie Trilogy, Division, 1997 2012, horror. So, Plaga Zombie American Invasion, Infusion releasing 2021, horror. And it goes on and on. And so I'll go on and on. So, like, I have some IFC and I try to keep this up to date. I've had a few times where I've screwed up and had to go back and redo it, which is a pain in the ass. Also, to figure the exact number I have. So, if you go down here again, it says 433. You take that number minus by 7, so I'd say I got closer to 426 movies until I add these other movies, and then you can see it's a bit of a pain. I wish I could see this and see chat, so that's why I gotta keep checking. A whole bunch of full moons. Don't flock in the woods. My wild eyes. I try to keep all my wild eyes. You can see I got Don't Fuck in the Words 2, Amazing Bulk, Metal. Then I put my Visual Vengeance. That's see, like, I need to watch It's Just a Game, Date with a Ghost, The Zombie Apocalypse in Apartment 14F, Darkville, Clickbait, and Plagueis. Scrawl, Call of the This is the one that I keep forgetting that I've reviewed, and then I end up trying to review it again because I forgot. The Stalking, Cocaine Shark, Sharkula. These are, I think, Stalking down to Sand World, all my Mark Polonia ones. All my Jaws. I should have put a note for this because mine's a special edition for Jaws. Some of these do have marks. So like you see, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, still book. So it's got a little mark that tells me it's a still book. Let's see. There's a chainsaw, The Curse of La Llorona. Hey, 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 there we go. Season 2, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Stranger Things Season 1, Trauma, the complete TV series. I need to get the V Final Battle miniseries and the one season of the show. I don't know if I'm going to get the remake show. Ninja 3: The Domination, Enigma, Amityville Horror. That's the original, not the remake. Even though I thought I had ordered the remake on accident, and it turned out I was wrong. Escape from New York, Blind Dead Saga, Tombs of the Blind Dead. This is kind of a fun one. Popcorn, The Poltergeist Diaries, Night of the Hunter, Trailer Park of Terror. I suggest watching that one. Yeah, I have The Gate, Beach Babes, and Blockbusters of Canon Films. This is the game. This has got like, I forget how many movies plus a documentary, but instead of writing it out, I just put that there. Machete Maidens. I gotta finish watching this one. I started watching this one, but I gotta finish watching it. This, I didn't feel like writing down 6 titles. I know I have the other sleepaway camps, but I didn't. I should have put them here with it. I need to get a Friday the 13th Steelbook Part 2. I don't think so, Ben. Goonies Snapcase. Warrior Steelbook. There's the. This is actually Night of Terror Burial Ground. Super Z Smartass Zombies. Revenge of the Living Dead. I did a watch along to this. This is the one I don't. I saw a review of like considered like a Friday the 13th one. The Horde. Terror at Bloodfart Lake. Return to Bloodfart Lake. And Evil Dead Inbred Rednecks. I thought I had gotten the 2006 or whatever remake of this. I forget what year it was. It was that. See, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Prometheus. I have all of them. One, Cabin in the Woods, DEFCON 4. I watched that one. I almost did a watch along to this one. Corruption, Burial Ground Massacre, Dead and Breakfast. Dude, that is an awesome movie. If you guys haven't seen it, Dead and Breakfast. These ones, I've seen the first one, I think a little bit of the second one, The Art of the Devil. Because I see, this is the 2-pack. I wish they did a 3-pack. I have all the Evil Dead. I did not like this last one. City of the Living Dead, It miniseries, It Chapter 2. I should have put It Chapter 1. In fact, let me fix that. Carrie, 2013, The Shining, Maximum Overdrive, Haven Season 1, Empire of Ants, Train to Busan, Peninsula, Squirm, which I might have seen but I can't recall, Crazies, the original, picked up the remake, Night of the Living Dead, Diary of the Dead Steelbook, Survivor, let's see. And eventually, hopefully soon, they'll do it so I can say Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare Steelbook. I think I started to watch this the other day. I'm not sure. No, I was watching Rage of the Zombie or whatever. This is a fun one, Killer Karaoke. Yeah, Mayan's favorite. I'm saving this one. Oh my god, my kaiju ones are all together. I'll try to get them together. Oh no, I don't have that one kaiju one that they had on Hamilton Books. I thought I did. Squirm, if I remember right, it's a pretty fun one. Superman 3. Oh, I do have that one. There we go. I do have it. Yozo, the biggest battle. Yes, I got a little bit of anime. This is a pretty good one. It's pretty serious at times when it deals with bullying. Heavy Meta Akira must see anime. If you're an anime fan or you just like sci-fi, Akira is super awesome. See, this is all my Jack Ryan movies. Some of All Fears, Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, Jack Ryan, Shadow Agent, Huda. This is one I keep wondering, forgetting that I own this one. Full Metal Jacket, the RoboCop trilogy, Battleship. God, that's an awesome game. Willow, my science project, Commando. This is my triple set. And Dawn, Mass Effect. Big fan of these two games here, Mass Effect and Dragon Age. This is actually pretty cool. Silent Hill. Some of my video game ones. Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Final Fantasy, Silent Hill, House of the Dead, Doom, Mortal Kombat. Bum, 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 bum. Day After Tomorrow. I do like my disaster movies. I watched that one. I think it has some of the people from I can't remember the name of the movie. Star Trek stuff. I gotta watch this one, see what it has in it. They added to it. I got this just so I can say I owned a movie called Satan Lives: The Rise of the Illuminatis. Fun movie. My dad introduced this to me. Mom, this movie to me probably back in the late '80s, early '90s. He introduced this movie to me. It's a fun movie. Yes, I own a romantic comedy. Cockneys versus Zombie, One Dark Night, Shopping Mall, Reincarnation. This is Reincarnation is one of the After Dark Horror Fest movies. So it's a pretty cool one. Oh, let me see this. Uh, Hard Rock Zombies. I wanted Hard Rock Zombies, but I got stuck with two. Okay. Return of the Living Dead, Steelbook, The Lake, Salt on Precinct, 313, the original. You gotta have my Rocky Horror Picture Show. See, I talked about it earlier. I got the Wolf Pack. Frankenhooker. Got this Blu-ray on sale on Hamilton Books. I like American Werewolf in London. I didn't care for American Werewolf in Paris. This is a remake of another movie. With the same director. I bought this movie twice because my other copy disappeared, so I had to replace it. It's X, Pearl Magazine, Navy SEALs vs. Zombies, Frumpus vs. Bigfoot, Voodoo Apocalypse. The only one I don't got in Steelbook is this last one. Labyrinth, Dark Crystals, Fog, The Ghost Station. You can see I got the Blu-ray and then I got the whole series of Snap books. I'm showing off my collection. I don't. Isn't this something? Okay, let's see what else. Let's see all my wrestling. The man with no answer to this. What the good, the bad, the ugly for a few dollars more, and the good, the bad, the ugly for the few dollars more. God, I'm forgetting. The Young Bucks talked about maybe buying if they could. They would think about buying PWG. Dark Side of the Rings did an episode on Daphne. This was in better days before she had all the health problems, both physical and mental. This is on Brody. I needed to get the first one. This the first slashing. I was going to send this to somebody, but I decided to keep it. Another Visual Vengeance. These are the two ones that I ordered from Vertical Syndrome, and then they waited like 2 months to send them to me. I ordered them, Black Friday, and didn't get them till sometime in January. Fucking dickheads. Fuck Vertical Syndrome. Challenge of the GoBots, House Shark, Returner, Navy SEALs versus Demons, Warm Bodies. Yeah, I do have the. I was wondering if I had that. Dead Again. This is another one I had to replace. Rise of the Zombies, Battle of the Dead. The Dead Hate the Living. Prison of the Dead. The Dead Want Women. Ooh. Zombie Valley Girls. The Trauma Collection. Toxic Adventures. This is, I thought this was a full film. Turns out this was a short, just like 30 minutes, maybe 30 to 40 minutes long. And I paid probably way more than what was worth. I think I spent like maybe less than $10. Kind of find out at $5 might have been too much for this movie. ITN Club Dread, Raid of the Zombies. I started to watch this, but Moontrap. We got the sequel to that now. -1. See, with this, I now have all the Alien movies that they released, all the Alien Predator movies that released another. Moontrap Target Earth, the unofficial, sorry, standalone sequel to it. Zombies, I'm not going to be getting the other two. What I did is Curse of the Screaming Dead, Physical Syndrome. Technically, it's Trauma. I don't know why I have. It saved a lot because the other day I was gaming and we lost power and my saved games went bye bye. So now I'm like paranoid about friend. So happy to have these two in my collection: Deadly Friend and Soldier. Trauma's War Stuff. These must die. Yeah. That's a peek at what I have, and I'm gonna have to add. So I added one, so there's three here I gotta add, and then on my bed. Shit, I'm gonna add nine more. Plus, I have a documentary about horror hosts, that were in Virginia and DC. But here's a question to the people watching and anybody who watches a replay. It's got a two-part question. What do you guys think about horror hosts? You know, it's what Svengali, Dr. Mad Blood, the Vampiro is one, Elvira. What do you think about them? And what was your first introduction, first real introduction to a horror host? Because I think I knew who Elvira was. I knew the name, but it was in the late 80s when I first saw Dr. Mad Blood. Um, he is my first introduction because I was a young Echo, Count Gorgar. I think I. Well, these are different bones. These were like characters. Like with Dr. Mad Blood, I want to say I was up late and just going through the channels. This back in the late 80s. And there's this guy in a lab coat, a bad afro wig, a white guy in a lab coat, bad afro wig, and glasses, with a raspy voice. I had no idea what I was watching. Never seen anything like this. Never really seen a horror host unless it was a picture or a clip of Elvira. But it's like, what the hell am I watching? And I ended up enjoying watching the skits and the segments more than the movies. I don't remember anything Dr. Madblood watched. I just remember this weird guy with a bad afro. Let me see if I can. Find this. Find you guys a picture that so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Follow him on he's thinking of Facebook. He hasn't done anything. Well, these are more like these are like they did complete characters. And they had costumes and backstories like Elvira and stuff. Did all these skits on Mad Blood. If they have an older picture, let's see. So you can see what late night Echo, what young, young, innocent Echo. He was so young and innocent, so pure, so angelic like. What the hell happened to me? Find the good ones so you can know why I had literally had to stop and be like, these are newer pictures. Let me find an older picture. No, not that old. Yeah, I'll show you. Being mean to me. 1 minute, it's being a little mean to me. Okay. Give you guys an example of what I was seeing, what young Echo was seeing. Bring it up. Bring it up. Okay, the guy in the middle is Dr. Madblood. I think this is one from the 70s, but that's Dr. Madblood in the middle. And that's kind of what I was seeing. The bad wig, the gray hair, the lab coat, this little pilot guy character here. And but there was mainly this. This is what caught me late at night. See if I can find another one so you can get a more of an idea of what I was seeing. What young, innocent Echo was seeing. It was it was a trip. You'd be up late, and all of a sudden, this was the sight you would see, and you would just stop and stare. Oh, he was a character for a movie, so I wouldn't really call him a horror host. He was more like a takeoff of Grandpa Monster. Actually, there was like what Svengali, son of Svengali, all these characters. I think I follow one of them on Instagram. He hasn't posted in a while. So let's see. Well, they were like characters. It was like a Viking woman who had fell asleep and woke up centuries later. It's like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna host some movies, and I'm gonna be a Viking babe with a sword hosting movies. The Vampira. See, this would have been the 80s. Let's see. Count Gordival. It's not him. Was it 90s? Coffin Joe. What's Svengali? Where did Svengali show up? Oh, there we go. Is this the one I follow? I don't remember if this is the one I follow or not. Yeah, he does a lot of videos. And he's got little sidekicks and stuff. It was Wolfly. No, like I'm trying to bring a picture of because these guys, because Svengali been around for a long time. I want to say, although he started off with somebody else playing him. I'm trying to find a good image of him to show you guys. All he does is videos. You do. He's got like because the whole concept is that they would host a movie and they would host a movie. So, come on, it's being a little slow. See, like this is Svengali. He's got his cast of characters. This demon guy. I don't know if she's supposed to be a succubus or something. Little vampire guy. They do little segments. Actually, pretty cool. Again, they host a movie, and like at certain points they do little skits. So, like with Dr. Madblood, I remember we got Freddy Krueger clone guy came before him. Elvira is probably the most known one. I like the one where she's like watching some movie. I can't remember what the movie was. She goes, "What a bunch of boobs!" And the camera zooms in on her cleavage. She goes, "Not those boobs." Or she had the little soap, Rub a Dub Dub, who doesn't want to bathe with Elvira. And it's like, I'd bathe with her. And the fun. And I don't know if there's any, well, I haven't really been big. I mean, Mad Blood, I think, does some stuff here and there. Elvira's does some stuff here and there. They do conventions, but they were probably up until some point in the 80s, maybe the 90s, they were a lot bigger. And there was a documentary I watched, and they were showing a whole bunch of them. But Mad Blood's my favorite because he's the one that you can say that Doctor Mad Blood's the one that Doctor Mad Blood is the one that, pardon my use of terminology here, Doctor Mad Blood's the one that pops my horror host cherry. But anyways, I gotta go. I want to go into the rest of these in the database, get some rest. I might work on doing a couple of shorts for the zombie channel talking about Day of the Dead, the TV show they did one season of that didn't do good. Probably, I don't recall it being that entertaining. Plus, also it was going up against the first season of Chucky. But anyways, hope everyone has a good night. Stay warm, and remember, we're just a few weeks away from Trauma Week. Tuda Lou.